Okay, what's up, guys? So, Hot T has uploaded a video titled All the Tea Miley Cyrus Spilled on the Call Her Daddy podcast. Miley Cyrus, I don't know. I be trying to follow Miley Cyrus, but I'm like, that girl, she be doing too many things. I don't even know the words I be saying half of the time, but nah, she does too much. She does too much. So that's why I'm like, I guess if there is anything that sticks out, I think last time I did hear something of hers is that she was breaking up with somebody, and so I'm like, but no, what is crazy? Her sister, Noah Cyrus, they're sisters. Yeah, I think I did read online they are. No, because I'm like, yo, I don't want to like make that mistake. I'm like, just because they got the last name and things, I don't necessarily like. I ain't trying to be like name racist. I feel like that it could be a possibility. Like you get that just because no, because there's been times people have done that to me. I met some name racist people, and a lot of people thought I was related to the football player Randy Moss. And I'm like, I'm not even. I played two hand touch football, and I was like, honestly, I say I was like somewhat good at it. I got a couple of touchdowns out of the way, but yeah, I'm like, I'm not like up there freaking NFL status like football. Like I was like playing two hand touch when I was in school, like when I was like 9 years old or something. When I did have energy. Nowadays, I'm like, bruh, can I just play like a football game like on a computer or something, or on a freaking Xbox? And I'm like, bro, I am athletic, all right. I'm just but I'm just saying I'm not as athletic. Like I could do like a little like small like 15 second Instagram video. But anyways, besides that, I'm sitting here getting into my personal life. It doesn't even matter. But let's get into this video. Make sure you guys haven't, go subscribe to Hot Tea Ray Rahimi and her third channel, Build Your Pocket, her newest business channel. I think she's gonna plug it in because I seen like a second in this video before it started. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into this video. Yup. Bro, I might have to start
Just a
watching
quick
this.
disclaimer that all comments
Because I'm like, bro, I'm like, yeah. I'm gonna just start going to like, people ask me, I'm like, how I just managed to just do so well with money and things. I'm about to, me and Hot Tea, we gotta make a commercial. We definitely gotta make a commercial. I hands down will be a part of it.
made in this video are just my own opinion on the situation. Please don't send hate to anyone involved in this video.
Especially if you gotta like put like stuff like that in the beginning of your videos, because you got people out there that do that type of stuff where they just sending hate out. And I'm like, bro, chill. Just watch the video, be entertained, stay tuned
Hey
for the next
guys,
one.
welcome back to my channel. So today we're branching out to the celebrity world again and talking about my childhood favorite celebrity, Miley Cyrus. Okay, actually my favorite childhood celebrity was Ashley Tisdale, but Miley Cyrus was a close second. And it's weird that I've never talked about her on this channel before, so now you know. I used to be obsessed with Miley Cyrus. And when she went on to call her daddy,
that was me with the these two wrestlers, Batista and Jeff Hardy. I'm pretty sure everybody knows Batista because he plays in Guardians of the Galaxy. But I'm like, no, I was watching that dude handing out like just straight fades to Triple H in WrestleMania 21. Like that's how I seen Batista. And this man was just demolishing everybody. Oh, y'all, I'm telling you, it was between when I was like 11. I seriously wanted, when I get older, I was like, I wanted to be a big black like buff dude, right? That could just jump off of like ropes and freaking other wrestling objects and stuff. Like I wanted to be a blend between Batista and Jeff Hardy. Like I was like, I'm telling you, if it wasn't for YouTube, I would have, the Hot Tea would have literally seen me on WWE fighting for a championship. Like I wouldn't have been doing those videos if I had gotten into wrestling and stuff. I should have, honestly should, but I wouldn't be doing this video. Just imagine though, I feel like I am gonna be like, you know what? After this video, I'm like, I'm gonna be a wrestler and stuff. Next time Hot Tea sees me, I'm just like 380 pounds of muscle sitting here, barely can even sit in this chair just collapse and stuff because it's doing too much.
Podcast, I got super excited, and so I figured you guys might be interested to know what she says too. So here's a quick rundown of all the tea she spilled. First of all, I know a lot of people are hating on her in the comments, but this girl is my spirit animal, okay? Moving on. She starts talking about her song Midnight Sky and how it's a great portrayal of her life and how she feels and how she doesn't really put herself in a specific sexuality box and loves everything. And so on that same topic,
I just realized, like, earlier when I brought up Noah Cyrus, I was like getting around to saying that she was dating this rapper I listened to named Smoke Perp, and yeah, just completely just got mixed up on whether they're sisters or not. I believe that they are sisters. I don't need nobody to like spam the comments, but like, yes, they are sisters. How do you not know that? I'm sorry, I don't pay attention to the Cyruses. Only Cyrus I know is Billy Ray Cyrus and Miley Cyrus. Noah Cyrus was like, I heard about her literally like maybe 3 years ago when she did that song with X.
In the lyrics of the song, she swaps genders in the chorus. So in the first couple of times in the chorus, she says, "See my lips on her mouth, everybody's talking now, baby." And then in the last time, she says, "See his hands around my waist, thought you'd never be replaced, baby." And it was really important for her to have people who feel the same way feel like they're normal and kind of just like they fit in. And that was her main purpose with the song. Alex asks about Miley's rebellious bangers era when she was trying to break free from the Hannah Montana character. Miley says that she wasn't doing all that for anyone else. She was just doing it for herself.
I definitely think that VMA's 2013 era was kind of an awakening. And I guess I'm just going through round 2 right now.
Yeah. Miley says she had been attracted to girls way before she was ever attracted to guys. She used to think Minnie Mouse was super f***ing hot. What the actual fuck?
Which is so good. I ended up on Disney, so my chances with Minnie went up by like 100.
Oh my god, you're like Minnie. You, me, let's
Yeah, she
like
was super
Miley.
hot to me.
Then when she turned 11 or 12, her friends would talk about guys and she would never understand, so she would get her girlfriends to hook up with her. At 11, you guys. What the actual frick? Who are these people? I'm so confused. I'm in disbelief.
The first time I
That's
ever
amazing.
hooked up with anyone was with the girl.
Was a girl.
2 of them.
And did you go past first base?
Yeah.
Oh, Miley's
yeah.
like, of course. Oh my
Yeah.
god, absolutely.
It's like the little girl I would
That's
watch
crazy.
on TV as an even littler girl on Disney had this whole double life that I had no idea about.
She literally did.
Get it?
Like,
Double life? Okay.
no,
I'll
I'm
go.
not,
And then
no, I was like, that same thing was running through my mind. I'm like, Hannah Montana, she was actually living a Hannah Montana life. Like, no, that she was like Miley Cyrus, but in like, just starring on the Hannah Montana show, but behind doors, she was like Miley. I don't know what's her middle name. I don't know. She was something. She was somebody else. Definitely behind doors. I'm trying to think of a name, but nothing popped up. So I'm like, yeah. She was hands down somebody else behind doors.
she said she never hooked up with a guy until she turned 16, so obviously not Nick Jonas.
It wasn't Nick Jonas.
And it wasn't Nick Jonas, but I ended up
Oh.
marrying the guy.
Oh my god.
So that's pretty crazy.
So
Then she said she literally lied to Liam about the fact that it was her first time, so she doesn't, quote, seem like a loser. And Alex was
Wow.
like, oh yeah, that's totally true. Like, excuse me, am I the only one who thinks 16 is way too young to be having sex, let alone an age where you'd seem like a loser if
Hey,
you're not having
drink
sex?
it.
And she actually
I guess we just come from two different parts of the world, but I'm like, yeah, there's like kids literally at my school pregnant at 16. This girl, she had like a whole family and freaking great grandkids. I'm telling you, I remember I seen her. She was probably around that age of like 16. She could have probably been like 17, maybe the oldest 18. But yeah, that girl literally had a family. I remember I seen her. It was like one summer I was walking over to the corner store to just get me like some Red Bulls and some snacks and things, and I seen her with like those like she had like 2 kids like walking, and then she had like one of those like double push things for the babies and so I had literally no idea of a freaking mobile car seat. I don't know, man. I'm just not good with. I'm telling you, the day I have kids, y'all, it's going to be some straight just comedy videos and stuff, because it's stuff that I'm gonna have to be asking for when I go to Target to just go and get me some baby supplies. It is going to be a funny thing. I'm like, I'm not gonna have no idea what I'm talking about. But anyways, yeah, the girl had a whole family, and that girl was like, I remember I seen her like my senior year. She was trying to get some credits, and she was like, I think she had to be at least like 18, 19. But anyways,
held on to that lie for like 10 years because the guy she's
yeah, and the kids did look like they could have possibly been like between the ages, like probably the youngest maybe a few months. Well, I think because she might have had twins, I don't know, but definitely like the twins could probably been like a few months all the way up to the other 2 kids that was standing. They could have looked like they could have probably been like between the ages of 3 to 5.
said she lost her virginity to ended up marrying Liam's friend. Alex Alex asks about Miley's type. Miley says that even though she always complains about guys being boring, she's realized that boring is
I'm
actually
hurt.
what she needs.
No, I
Screaming and, like,
definitely,
yelling.
definitely need like a calming. I need an anchor. I need a weight. Someone has to bring more to the table than their plate. They can't just be like, fill me up all the fucking time.
Yeah.
That's a great metaphor. I actually love that for her. Then she goes into why female relationships make more sense for her because there are no stereotypical gender roles like who pays for stuff and whatnot.
Even in my relationship with men, a lot of the times, like I kind of hold a more dominant,
Right. You have the power.
like,
You wear the pants a little
more
bit.
dominant
Yeah.
space.
Well, how
and
could you
so
not?
It felt like that made it less uncomfortable.
But she's obviously not the type of person who believes in stereotypes, so she needs to find a guy who's confident enough in himself and who would be okay with Miley's masculinity and strength. She says her love language is mainly
My
acts of
thing
service.
is, I'm like, I'm cool with like just having an equal relationship. Like, if there's times where you want to pay, do that. There's times I want to pay, I'm gonna do it. But I ain't trying to like have it where it's like you come up from behind me and put me into some like chokehold and be all like, oh, let's get into a fist fight in our backyard or something. I'm like, what kind of weird relationship? Like, that's what I'm like, yo, like, my thing is that I don't know. I guess like I would. I probably wouldn't follow. I don't know. I just overall would want like a normal relationship. Like, I'm not trying to like be the better person, and I don't want her to feel like she needs to be the better person. Like, we do things for each other and then see where we can go from there. Like, see if the relationship can lead into marriage and freaking the whole family. Cause yeah, I'm like, that's all. That's honestly all that I want. I don't want no like extra stuff in the process. So, anyways.
But also quality time, and she hates gifts, so keep that in mind if you're watching this
Wow.
and ever plan on dating Miley Cyrus. Alex asks if she has any tips.
It's like, what do you do? I'm like, I just want to give you like a gift card to Starbucks or some stuff. You just break it in half and be like, I hate gifts. Like, I imagine she wouldn't do that, but I'm like, dang, what do you do with a person that doesn't like
getting
gifts?
over a breakup. Miley says that she's a really logical person and she likes to look at the facts as opposed to getting too caught up into emotions. She literally sits down and writes an objective list of the things she gains and gives up in a relationship. I never knew I had so much in common with Miley freaking Cyrus, you guys. Like, I'm obsessed with lists. Somewhere in there, she also says that she's now sober and not looking to date
That's
anyone in AA meetings because she's got her own struggles and she can't help other people with their journey. Alex randomly asks how her having sober sex has been after she's experienced having high sex. Miley replies,
My identity is related to sex in a much deeper way than my sexuality is, if that makes any sense.
I'm confused.
My identity is so wrapped up in sexuality when my sexuality actually just has a lot to do with like my identity and who I am as a person.
Guys, am I stupid or does that not make sense? Then she goes on to explain herself, saying,
like, all I asked was like, do you have better sex when you're high or when you're sober? Like, which is better? Like, I wasn't here for the identity part. Like, I guess we could get to that afterwards since you wanted to talk about that real quick. But I'm like, maybe I'll ask her about her identity, then she could give me the answer to, which one is better. Like, that's
saying that she enjoys sexuality more than she enjoys sex. Okay, now we're going somewhere. It's funny because I also watched Shallon Lester's video on this today, and Shallon was like, oh, so you're a freak on the streets but a lady in the sheets. But then Miley says she doesn't quote with foreplay because she doesn't have the time.
I don't really have time to like sit around and flick. I really want to get this shit done and fucking get back to editing.
Wait, so what are we doing? Like throwing lube on there?
We're throwing lube and hurrying.
Oh, like hurry.
If I'm in the mood, we're good.
Right.
I don't really need lube, to be honest.
Okay,
with you.
so
She says she can have sex with women longer than men, and she finds women more attractive, and hilariously says,
I don't really want to look at it for any longer than I have to. I think that's why I want it to go inside so it gets out of my face.
I'm
Wow.
dead.
Everyone
That's
knows that tits
crazy.
are prettier than balls. Everybody knows this. Sorry.
I mean, that's just a fact. Alex asks about her favorite position.
CEO.
Love that for her. She also
What?
talks about how she's been getting villainized for moving on too fast from her relationship when male celebrities tend to get applauded for doing the exact same.
yeah.
At the time, I had posted, George Clooney and Brad Pitt and all these guys like Johnny Depp who have gone through women and they're known as like
players
yeah,
and amazing.
exactly.
Yeah, or they're like glamorized and it's like, oh, they're so hot and they're amazing and
After asking Miley about her favorite stories and best advice and some other random questions, Alex asked her how many times she's been in love, and Miley replies 3 times. But then she says there has been one person who is a girl that she still thinks about all the time, but it just never worked for them, and it was like trying to fit a square into a circle. Listening to Miley on this podcast made me appreciate her so much more. Like, yeah, I always liked her as a kid and all, but I just realized that this was the first time I actually sat down and listened to her speak for a long period of time and actually got to know her personality a little bit more. And yeah, that was
She's more
pretty much
open.
for Miley Cyrus on the Call Her Daddy podcast. I actually really enjoyed watching that one, so I would recommend you guys to watch it too or listen to it. So link it down below if you're interested. Really hope you guys enjoyed watching this quick little summary. Please, if you liked it, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I post new videos 3 times a week. Alright, bye.
Yeah. I personally, I never really hated the whole, like, Miley Cyrus change. Like, I know a lot of people had, like, I think it was just more so cracking jokes on it. I didn't really care, though. I was like, I don't know, not to, I guess, sound, like, offensive or, like, sound rude, but I'm just like, yeah, I didn't really care for that whole era. I'm like, she was doing her thing. She was coming out. She still was coming out with, like, bangers and was still making moves for herself. Like, what? Like, after her whole, like, done with the Hannah Montana thing, then that girl, she went on to do, she did that one song, Jay's on My Feet, and I feel like everybody, especially when Vine was, like, out and about and things. Oh, yeah, any black creator on Vine, they definitely, and then, like, of them, like, having, like, high fame and was highly into Jordans. I wasn't even into Jordans back then. But, yeah, I was like, I feel like if I was into Jordans, oh, yeah, hands down, every black, like, creator that was into Jordans on Vine, they were constantly playing that song. Constantly. It was like the Michael Jordan, like, sneaker anthem and stuff. So there was that, and she did Wrecking Ball. She was doing good off of that. So my thing is that she was doing good, like, all throughout the times when people was, like, getting on her about her career choices. I'm like, but that's the thing, though. That's that girl's career choices. Like, I don't really. Oh, it's like this thing. I think it was just doing that because I was like charging it or charging my laptop, and so it started acting all weird and laggy. But, anyways, yeah. Miley Cyrus, she's out here doing her thing. That's all that matters. As long as the girl is in good health, good spirits, I think we can all sleep good at night and things. And honestly, if you're losing sleep because of Miley Cyrus, and that's bothering, and she's bothering you, that you need help. But anyways, yeah, it's a pretty good video. I enjoyed it and stuff. Probably one of these days I'll sit down and watch like an interview or something, like Miley Cyrus explaining herself. Probably even this podcast or something. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Oh yeah, and make sure you guys go subscribe to Hot T, her second channel, Ray Rahimi, and her third channel, Build Your Pocket. And yeah, then like, subscribe to me too. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.